All right, howdy everybody. Ben here with some updates about my Storm OS Arch build. Um, so Arch ISO has been having a slight change where it's increasingly becoming more and more complex for me to build upon. For example, in version 49 of Arch ISO, they are changing it to where basically it will no longer have the run command. This has been brought to my attention by my good buddy Esnix, and thus I am unsure if I'm going to keep developing the project because unfortunately, if it's going to go that way, then I don't know what to do. And unfortunately, it's proving kind of a pain in the backside to keep developing the darn thing. And Manjaro is slightly better, but it's still a rolling release, even though it has some stability to it. So I'm debating between Manjaro, Ubuntu or Ubuntu, and Debian XFCE. I would keep the Arch project going. As much as I love Arch and developing for it, right now it's just proving a pain in the ass. And I'm glad to see Farron and Lamer and Adam here. Welcome, guys. How's everything going? But yeah, unfortunately, guys, there's just a lot of challenges building Arch right now. I mean, it's just proving a pain in the groin, and I really hate to cease production of this project. But I mean, it's just getting to the point where it's really hard to keep up with these changes and having to go back and forth and back and freaking forth. I just don't know if I should go to Debian or Ubuntu or what. I mean, and that's good to hear, Farron. Yeah, but I mean, realistically, I'm just running out of bases for my distro. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell am I gonna do? So that's why I've come to you guys today to see if I should keep effing around with Arch or, I should, go to Manjaro or what. So, I mean, yeah, Manjaro or Ubuntu. Yeah, you're right, Lamer. And I don't want to give people something Gentoo based because theoretically it's not, and actually, Lamer, I did start with Seeker a Manjaro respin, and it's he said it's looking pretty darn good. Now I don't know, and I know the Manjaro tools fairly well. It's just Manjaro is pretty great, and I think that might actually be my new basis for Storm OS because as much as I love Arch, it's just things are constantly being pushed out and breaking the process, and the process keeps changing over and over and over. It's just like thanks but nothings. So yeah, I will probably change the basis at this point to Manjaro for the time being, and probably for the foreseeable future, because unfortunately Arch, it's just it's a head grinder. So that's where we're at. So just to sort of give you guys a heads up on what the new look of my respin will be, I'm going to boot my Dell up and show you what I've been working on a little bit, because theoretically it is, well, it's got a new look to it now, and I haven't had time to test this yet. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Manjaro because I've already started it, and that's where we're at right now. So, I mean, Pop OS is nice, but I think we'll go with Manjaro, excuse me. So yeah, we're going down the Manjaro route. Yeah, that's a good point, Leviticus. And I mean, the original emphasis behind, the arch base was to break the dependency of Manjaro, and the way they were going about things that Matt and I first did. But unfortunately, that did not end up going too darn well. Yeah, that's okay, Lamer. I mean, iPads, they even my iPhone has some weird autocorrect stuff going on. So, yeah. Weird. But yeah, I mean, the reason we went with the Manjaro base again was the fact that it's not the best. It's not, it just has better stability from what I've noticed, and the tools don't change as much as Arches does. So that's why we changed back to the Manjaro base for the distro. So let's see. Put this up. So yeah, for the foreseeable future, at the moment, we will be going to Manjaro. So that's kind of the announcement here that I wanted to bring to your all's attention. So let's see where this is booting up to. So yes, they do, Leviticus. Arch does pretty good with. Manjaro does a good Arch base, as does Arco and Arch Labs, and the problem is, like I said, Arch ISO in its current form is fine, but this new update they're pushing out, it breaks it, and I really just don't have the patience or the etc. to screw around with Arch ISO right now. So I mean, yeah, that's understandable. I mean, my school does need Windows, so that's why on this AMD laptop I've got Windows 8.1, but I might go back to 10 because the hardware is just struggling with 8.1, and unfortunately, there are some things on Windows that I do need. It's just one of those sad things that I can't just get around. So it's just one of those things, And I recently bought this new AAA Tony Hawk game, the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remaster, and unfortunately, it's just one of those necessary things that comes into my life. So, yeah. But I still do boot my Manjaro, and whatever other distro I want to run. So, it's just one of those crazy things, And I mean, like I've always said in the past, Windows is going to be the dominant gaming platform for many years to come. It's just what it is. You can't do shit about it. None of us really can. Yes, I know, Farron. It's a lot more bloated, but it's it's just one of those things. Yeah. And I'm, the IT guy for my family, and soon to hopefully take up a networking company with my dad. And if I'm going to be a networking person, I have to know Linux, I have to know networking, I have to know Windows as one of those things. I have to know all these systems to basically, be, their guy. So, yeah. Or, Lamer, you can remove those things with the debloater Windows 10 script. It's not hard to do. Yeah, but remember, Farron, the debloat script is always up to date. So Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it is for me too, Lamer. It's networking is a pain, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, by the way, um, I just booted up my Manjaro, so what I'm gonna do is to avoid crappy camera quality, I am going to do I have a team viewer over here? Let me see. Okay, I do. So to avoid crappy camera quality, I am going to I'm going to share my desktop, remote into it. I know it's not going to be the best thing in the world, but that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Gonna share screen. Go with. Let me just. I don't want to show my TeamViewer ID, so let's just change 300 826 019. All right, and then UNW. There it goes. All right, so let's see. I don't know how well you guys can see this desktop, but yeah, this is the new build of Manjaro StormOS edition. So yeah, this is the new desktop that Seeker so kindly helped me with. Now I did the applications, that sort of thing, and he just helped me with the look of it, that sort of thing. So yeah. I don't think I did Leviticus, but yeah, this is currently the ISO that I'm working with. I don't know what you guys think of this, but yeah, this is Seeker thought it was pretty cool. Now, down here there is a hidden panel to showcase your system buttons like your TeamViewer, your etc. So and obviously the whisker menu has been, the panel's basically flipped around. So yeah, this is significant, and funnily the ISO size is significantly smaller than StormOS was. So, and we actually have only one browser in it this time. Hey, Let's Play, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you. I was just showing the audience here my new Manjaro respin. Yeah. I mean, you see, Lamer, the reason Seeker and I did it this way was to sort of, make something new, make something unique, something like, the panel being on the right and the top was something, but reversed was something that nobody ever thought of. And thank you to Seeker for that idea, because I think, this was a good idea. So, yeah. So, I mean, we thought, the flip panel and the automatic hiding window button panel, we thought that was a unique idea. And then something I've been thinking about adding is either Kwin or Compass, but that we're not worried about right now. So, I mean, we're trying to keep this distro fairly minimal, fairly light. So I've only included Chromium and everything else that I thought would be necessary. Anything, this is basically like a starting point to get people going into the distro, get them to learn, get them to figure things out, so that way they can play around with it, remove stuff they want, remove stuff they don't want, keep stuff they do want, just basically learn the tools, figure stuff out that they want or they don't want, like I said, and just basically, learn Manjaro and learn the Arch way of doing things. It's designed to be it's designed to be a, you know, a beginner friendly but also advanced friendly scenario kind of thing. And you know, as always, the aim of my distros, like, you know, like some others, is user friendliness to the point that it's capable to be ran by anybody, like they're like anybody and their mother could use it, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I have spent a good couple hours to a couple days with this thing. So yeah, a lot of work went into the backbone of this thing. So, and what this started from was just a pure Manjaro snapshot, and I put a lot of work into this, and yeah, so yeah, I use just plain chromiums, Lamer. That's all I use. I have tried Firefox, but I wasn't nuts about it. So no, I don't want to restore my tabs. So if we go to GitHub here, I don't want to go to that. I want to go to my GitHub. Let's get. And I'm not going to do a snapshot right now because that would not be fun. So here's my repositories, StormOS Manjaro. This was last updated 9 days ago, by the way. So if we go in here, these are some scripts that my good buddy Silent Robot helped me or develop for me. And yeah, you see what I did was I copied these scripts into my Manjaro. And yeah, so these are the packages that I get cloned and built using these scripts, and then I made a database for them, you know. So yeah, these it's got the latest version of TeamViewer, everything AUR-wise that I want. And so yeah, there's not a lot to this distro, but it does have, you know, some good things about it. And so yeah, this is probably going to be my new base that I'm going to be using for a significant period of time. And, you know, so yeah, that's just what I want to bring to your all's attention, is that, you know, Manjaro is the new base for StormOS for a good long time until Arch can sort out, you know, these problems. And if they don't, you know, we'll just be on Manjaro for a good while. So yeah, Manjaro is where I'm at for however long. So now let's just see if there's any updates, because the updates do look like that. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. We've got a good significant number. Oh, there's NVIDIA updates. Oh, good God. Oh, man. And Wine 1.15. Okay. Looks like I got some updates to do. Okay. But anyways, guys, so yeah, I will leave probably, what I'll do is I'll upload this to Google Drive, leave the download link in the description. And anyways, so Leviticus, we are using Chromium in this respin. That's how we're doing it. Yeah, I will agree that, you know, I will agree about that, Lamer. Manjaro is a good base, and so that's where we're at with this one. Anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know about this new respin, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.